Peace, good people, peace. I just wanted to drop some commentary on an issue that seems to be pervasive in the boxing world, at least from the fans' perspective. A lot of spectators, fans, onlookers, and the like. In regards to Devin the Dream Haney. So the comment section is hot, on the Devin Haney video that I did not too long ago, and also just on several platforms. Anytime there's a mentioning of Devin Haney, particularly, the comments go wild. Of people adding all types of dialogue, from both sides of the spectrum, people who support, people who hate, real talk. I just find it so bizarre, if I could just summarize this really briefly, that all of the weight seems to be mandated to be carried by Devin Haney and Devin Haney alone when it comes to propositioning, when it comes to offers, when it comes to contracts being sent, when it comes to initiating fights, when it comes to all of these things. But what's really bizarre to me is that all of these people who are saying, well, why, Devin has to do this, Devin has to do that, Devin has to fight Boots, Devin has to fight this person and the like. Whoever is in this, or whoever's walking, basically, Devin Haney has to fight them. But nobody puts any such demands on Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson. They just get to sit back with the motherfucking cup of lemonade, get their toenails painted, and just sit in a Sunday breeze. No demands from these fans and onlookers are being made to Devin or Tank. It's like, why is it always so one-sided when it comes to Devin Haney? Must he do all the work? Isn't the rhetoric that Tank Davis, particularly if you're going to use him as an example because he's the top guy at 135, the A side, as he likes to say, or the face of boxing, as he likes to deem himself? Why isn't he having the pressure from these fans to administer some type of contact, some type of confrontation, to assume the position and the role of setting up a fight, of solidifying a fight? If he's the motherfucking A side and the motherfucking face of boxing, he's the initiator. He's the aggressor. He's the one who propositions and set forth in motion the onslaught. Doesn't he initiate the attack as the dominant fighter that people say that he is? I'm a Tank fan. I'm a Tank supporter. I want to see some initiation going on. That's what I'm expecting from him as a Tank supporter. I want him to go fight. I said many a times so far in previous videos that I don't protect my fighters. I want my fighters to go and get that work done. I want to see the action. I want to see the footwork. I want to see the trafficking. I want to see the calling out. I need to see movement with my fighters. That's what I salute. I like my fighters active, and I like them setting the tone and the pace for what they want and going after that shit. That's what I'm in full support of. I don't want nobody powdering their nose or getting their damn, pinky nails painted. Go out there and handle business. What I don't understand is why so many fans across the board, that's not even on my little platform, that I, am just generating some content on, but it's like every other platform that I go to, where the subject at hand is Devin Haney, and, a salutation is being given to him for what he accomplished at 135, becoming undisputed champ, defending his titles successfully, trying to initiate some dialogue and confrontation with the likes of Shakur Stevenson, but being turned down multiple times by both people. Then you got people saying, listen, well, when it comes to Tank, Devin can't throw offers at Tank because he don't run nothing. Tank is the A side, so Devin can't suggest anything. They take that old rhetoric that Leonard Ellerby put out there, and they just run with this stuff. They love it. Like it's like candy in their mouths when they say that, when they repeat the rhetoric. Oh, well, you can't offer Tank anything. Well, why the fuck isn't Tank making offers then? What he's doing is running to damn Twitter and making posts about who he's going to be giving 10% to. But there's no, this is a figurative 10%. This is a figurative, oh, I'll fuck you up. You'll fuck who up? Your motherfucking parole officer? This is no sleight of hand to Tank Davis, because I rocks with Tank. He's one of my top killers. Respect the king. 1,000%. Can't say that more. But as it pertains to these fans, I'm tired of like the running the muck and just climbing and hopping on the bandwagon to protect this man. Tank don't need your protection. He don't need your protection. So the banter of the fanfare is ridiculous and out of hand. And Tank is not serving any real purpose by sitting in the shadows and saying what he can do and what he could do and who he is, the face of boxing, and not solidifying any type of action behind it. You can't hold the crown you don't work to keep. I need to see Tank out there getting his shit off. Period. Devin can't be, as I said in the previous Butchery of 135 video that was about Devin and how he completely demolished that and then moved up and took the King's crown at 140. Regis Prograis was the number one ranked fighter at 140. He snatched that shit off that man's head and dragged it home with his head still attached to that shit. So it's like, he can't do all the heavy lifting by himself. Like, the people in the surrounding weight classes, particularly, I'm going to keep it, frank, the big names at 135 is, Shakur and Tank. We're speaking about them. Frank is on his way up. He's a king. He's a general in the division as well, but he's still building his name. So the two is Tank and Shakur right now. They have the biggest names at 135. After Devin is leaving. And, mum is the word. Everybody's sitting down like they got goddamn, like their mouths are sewn shut. Nobody's saying anything. But these fans are running amok, placing all the burden, all the heavy lifting, all the hard work on Devin's hands for him to do. Oh, why you don't fight this person? Somebody, I've heard several times, oh, okay, well, Devin is ducking boots. How the fuck can he be ducking boots? He doesn't even fight at 147. What the man stated was that he'd eventually like to go up to 147 and fight the best too. Why not? And if Boots is still there, Boots can get it. He should be talking about that. He should be making aspirations. He should be taking a look from the mountaintop, and seeing what's in his field, and making a note of what he wants to accomplish in the future. The man just fought at 140 for the first time a month ago, dethroned the king. And he has whatever prospect on the table that he wants. But how the hell could he be ducking Boots when it's not even at 140? Like, the delusion among these spectators it's just absolutely bizarre. It's something that I really don't understand. And I wish that people were more cognizant of the things that they were saying instead of just regurgitating information. Like, actually process your information. Make a conscious attempt to process the dialogue before you go spewing and repeating words because, your favorite platform or another said this, or your favorite fighter, is spreading whatever narrative that he wants to at the particular moment. I'm a fan of all of these young kings of 135, 140, and all of that. The come-ups, the ones with the big names, the ones with, that are more grassroots. I rocks with them. As long as they're doing their thing, I rock with them. But that doesn't prevent me from calling a spade a spade. When I see something, I speak the truth to what it is that I'm seeing. And when I'm proven otherwise, I'll take that for what it is and go from there. But what I'm not going to do is sit in a delusion about what is going on versus what is not. You guys really needed to get it together when it pertains to these fighters, and don't be so caught up in the fanfare that you accept, just anything for face value. If you're a real person who respects real boxers, then you hold them accountable where they need to be held accountable, and you make sound decisions. That's just period. That's just on everything and on anything. That's what you should be doing. I just wanted to share a quick piece about that because, the general dialogue that's being had is really, really something else. And it's very specific to Devin Haney. And it's something that is just absolutely out of control. And it seems to be spiraling further and further out of control as the minutes go by, is what it seems. But all in all, I guess the dialogue is good because it's being had about Devin Haney, and it's good to generate conversation surrounding him because it keeps his relevancy at the forefront. And I guess, if you're not being hated on, you're not doing it right, I guess. So it is what it is. But on to the next piece.